Hey guys, Jamie here, Real Steel. This video is going to be a little bit different. I just got done autopsying the Sludge Monster 360 out of my buddy's truck, and I found out what the failure was. And let's just say, at the time, it could have been salvaged. And now the entire engine is junk. Without telling you all what the next video is going to be about. But anyway, this type of failure could have been prevented. This engine, maybe the failure couldn't have been prevented, but this engine could have been saved. Sludge Monster or not, this engine could have been saved by doing one thing, and he didn't do it. Love the guy to death, but he didn't do this one thing. He did not check his gauges. He did not watch his gauges. This was not a gradual failure. This was a sudden oil pressure gauge goes to zero type of failure. And what did he do? He said he heard it clacking. He shut it off. Thought it was low on oil, which it wasn't. It was overfull when I got the truck home. He thought, put oil in it, and then attempted to drive it home because he said it sounded better. What? If you had checked your gauges, your oil pressure gauge, your mechanical gauge, this engine would still be alive. Yes, it was a sludge monster. It needed a good clean out. But that could have been done. Worst case scenario, I could have fixed the failure that originally happened, pulled the engine out, and put a cleaner filter and pickup screen and stuff in it, and ran the kerosene, whatever, diesel in the bottom of it, and cleaned it out. And it would have been good to go for I don't know how many more miles. But no, because he did not watch his pressure gauge, this happened. And this is a PSA to everybody. Check your gauges. Check your gauges. Okay? They are not there to look pretty. In your older rigs especially. And I seriously recommend this with older rigs. Mechanical gauges. Don't rely on idiot lights. Mechanical gauges. But if your gauges are reading abnormal, shut the dadgum thing off and find out what's going on. Don't just try to go to your destination or go home. You're going to cause yourself more heartache. You're going to cost yourself some money. Find out what's going on. It just so frustrates me because this was a decent engine that had become running decent that could have been saved. And now it's a pile of scrap because he drove with no oil pressure. And this is the thing with mechanical gauges and why I recommend it. My 86 has mechanical gauges except for the volt gauge, which that checks electricity. And it also has the electric fuel gauge, which still works. I have no reason to mess with that. But for oil and temp, those are vital. Get mechanical gauges, and a lot of cars nowadays have gauges. So if your gauges are wigging out, starting to peg one way or the other, stop. Figure out what's going on. Don't go back home. Don't pass go. Do not collect $200. Stop and get your rig looked at. It could be as simple as, with an electric gauge, it could be a sensor. But still, and listen for noises. If your engine starts making clattering noises, don't just stop, put oil in it, and go. Stop and have it looked at. And I remember the day he blew this truck up. It was a cold day. I didn't have a heater in my pickup at the time. But I still would have gone and towed him home to where we could look at it. It was a fairly simple failure. But because he kept driving it, it blew up. And so here we are with a pile of scrap metal 360 that would have been fairly decent to use, in another project. But now, because of that, no oil pressure, the whole apparatus is scrap. The only thing I think I'm saving off of it is the valve covers. And that's a big maybe if I can get them clean. Yeah, I'm kind of hacked off if you can't tell. Like I say, I love the guy to death, but he don't know squat about checking gauges. And yeah, It's been one of those days, but while I was on a rampage, at a rant, I thought I'd post a quick video for y'all. Look for that autopsy video coming up pretty quick. Maybe next week. I don't know. We'll see how things going. I'm trying to push out a bunch of scrap, so yeah, because I got a major trip coming up. So yeah, but look forward to that, and we'll catch y'all on the flip side. Hopefully, with more projects coming after this video. So yeah, this is Jamie from Real Steel Auto Works, reminding you to check your dadgum gauges. And that will catch y'all on the flip side. See ya!